Welcome everybody to a bonus episode of the Hey Coach podcast. I have two of my favorite previous guests coming to you with a great announcement. The first one is Tami Matheny. She's a mental game consultant, multiple book author, and the owner of Refuse to Lose Coaching, where she helps athletes perform their best. And we also have Jeff Heggie, entrepreneur, podcaster, and the owner of Jeff Heggie Coaching, where Jeff helps others achieve their biggest dreams. Guys, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having us,
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it.
Well, you got a great announcement, and I'll leave it up to you.
Jeff, I want you to do the honors here.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? It was quite a while ago that I wanted to create a program for the athletes I was working with. And I remember going to Tami because she's got her book, The Confident Athlete, and I learned so much from her and through her book. And I said, hey, are you okay with me calling it the Confident Athlete Program? And she was like, yeah, go for it. And so I started this program and it went really well. But there was always something more that I wanted in it. And well, we can get into the story of how it all came about. But what's happened is we've done a complete revamp of that. And Tami and I have joined forces on it and created into an ongoing membership site where we're doing this together. And we've got this Confident Athlete program where we're both adding all our resources and everything we have to make it way better than I ever could have thought about doing it on my own. So I'm really excited to be working with Tami on this, and it's amazing.
Awesome. That sounds like a great collaboration. What do each of you bring to this collaboration?
Well, Jeff brings the mastermind part behind it all. the creation of the online. It was something that I've always wanted, but kind of held myself back from not knowing the how to do all of the behind the scenes. So Jeff had this great idea, and he has brought all of the pieces of putting it together. And then we both have different material to help athletes and people in general build confidence. So we're both bringing what we teach our clients and bringing that to the table as well.
Awesome. That's awesome. Now, what does the program actually look like? What does this mastermind program look like?
You know, there are so many resources in it. It's really cool. What we've done is we've developed the main structure of the program, what we call our success path. And it's really, I mean, we've each added our own tweaks to it, but a lot of it is based on what Tami has taught throughout her book. And the thing, like I've, even before we created this program, I used to teach people things, and I had to give credit to Tami because so much of it's stuff that I've learned from her. But it's really, the success path is teaching these athletes how to increase their confidence and have that real strong mental strength. And then that's kind of the foundation of what we've got. But we wanted to make it so much more. And so, you know, we've added a resource section. We've added a recruiting section. In the resource section, it's all the resources we can contribute from yourself, from other people, where these athletes have access to all these incredible tools that we put together for them. We've got a monthly masterclass. So every single month, we're going to have a new masterclass to help them every single month, because we both believe that, you know, the things you learn as an athlete are the same things you take throughout your life. You know, being successful as an athlete is going to be the same things that are going to help you be successful as a adult, an entrepreneur, whatever you're going to do. So we've got that personal development aspect to it monthly, and just more and more. And we're always looking at ways that, how do we make this better? What else can we add to this?
Awesome. That sounds awesome. So what do you hope to achieve for that athlete through this thing? What should that athlete look for or look to achieve at the end?
ways to increase and maintain your confidence. That's about as simple of a way of putting it, but just teaching them they're ultimately in control of their confidence and giving them the tools and skills so that they're now in charge of it.
Awesome. That sounds great. And like I said, I know, as I said before, I know both of these people. I've had them on my podcast. I've had them on multiple events that I have done, and they are the epitome of professionalism, and they know their stuff. They have done this for years. This is what they do. And now they're combining that effort to bring it to you guys and to people that you know. So I definitely think you guys should take advantage of this, because this sounds like a great program. Uh, where can the audience find your program?
Yeah, the best way to find out more about it is to go to confidentathleteprogram.com/membership. And that gives a good explanation about what it is, what you're going to get in the program, the different modules, and it gives you a little bit more information about myself and Tami as well.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm definitely going to put all this information on the show notes. Is there anything else that you guys want to add to this podcast?
I think an important point too is that we are every month giving new material. So just because you join one month, oh, I don't need to do the next month, we're continually adding new material to it.
Awesome. Awesome. And so this way also new members can come in, and they're not starting from the beginning. They're always going to be getting value.
Absolutely. Yeah. And like I said, the success path is the core training that everyone wants. That's the first thing everyone wants to hit once they join us. But the monthly master classes, like Tami says, every month there's going to be new material, and there'll be the archive material. So if someone joins in 2 months, they're not missing out the stuff that we've already been teaching. They still have access to that. And as some of the new technology that we're implementing comes together, there's so much more that we're going to be able to add. We're still waiting on a couple things, but there is going to be a members only podcast that just members of the program can have access to, and different things like that. And we've got a section from what we call the experts, where I've had the opportunity to interview a lot of experts in different aspects of sports, from world champions to Olympic athletes, everything, and talk to them about, what got you to that level. And, I had an opportunity this weekend. I was talking to a basketball team from Canada, and I said, and in fact, I think this is, I'm not sure, but I think this is on the back of Tami's book, not the exact words, but something to do with this is, you look at so many athletes that they put all this time and effort into the physical aspect of their sport, but the mental part is just as or more important. And often, I've seen this myself as I've traveled around with club basketball, with being a rodeo contestant, stuff like that. You look at two athletes that are very similar, but one goes so much further than the other. And the differentiating factor is their mental strength. And, talking about rodeo, even for myself, I learned a lot about the mental side of sport when I was a professional rodeo cowboy. And I remember so many times thinking, I wish I would have known this when I was playing basketball. I wish I would have known this when I was playing football, these other things, because a lot of this just isn't common knowledge. And so using what we're teaching in here to advance yourself in your sport is such a benefit to what you're trying to achieve.
Exactly. That's awesome. And again, guys, these are two people who are former athletes, coaches, and now are coaching you in the things that they've learned, what they've done, what they did wrong, what they're doing now. So this is valuable information. So again, guys, where can they get this again?
confidentathleteprogram.com/membership.
Awesome. Like I said, I'll put this in information on the show notes. It's a little late for Christmas, but this is a great beginning of the year way to start your year right.
Kick
Guys,
off the new year.
Yes, that's it. Thanks again, guys, for coming on the show. And this is a great program.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Eric.
Eric.